Hey, it's Nintendo Sony Free 2011 here, aka MannyWolverine. As always, you guys in the rest of those and Outros Georgia channel on my Twitter, Instagram, Bishop Brady on Rumble, whatever social media guys accounts you guys can think of. Anyways, very extremely late. First and foremost, happy extremely late New Year. I know it's been like 5 days since it's been done. You know, I know some people are saying, "Oh, 2021 is going to be worse than 2020." Others say, "Oh, it's going to be even better because the VA double X's and all that other fake crap, 5G, 6G crap, Cinco hate crap that they're probably more than likely going to put in." My personal opinion is probably going to be biometrics and nanotech. In my own personal, humbled, like spiritual opinion. Anyways, I'm still not taking that mother effort. And if I had to be forced to take one of those pieces of shit VA double X's, I'm sorry, I'm not taking it. But if I had to get forced, and let's just say if the U.S. military were to force everyone to take it here in the U.S., which I wouldn't be surprised in Australia and the U.K., they're already forcing everyone to do it no matter what, or they'll lose their job. That's what I heard. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'm not trying to be disinformation or any of that shit YouTube algorithm, because I already know how you little dipshit assholes are. You either take people's channels down or you take their video down. I'm not trying to get my videos taken down, but my own humble personal opinion, that's what I think that's in there. Even at Johns Hopkins University, they put some thermo something nanobot shit in there, and I'm not taking any of that crap in my DNA. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I know. It's sad, but it's true. In my personal opinion. And Johnson Johnson does that, I'm gonna be pissed. If I had to be picking one, that's not until April or May when those VA double X's come out, so I got about 4 months to wait if I decide to go through with it. God forbid. I need the other ones. The M word, the P word, I can't even say any of their names because this whole channel will get taken down because that's how paranoid as fuck I am with that shit. But anyways, I said I was going to get angry in 2021 and I'm already doing it. Looks like I got 24 days left before I hit the big 3-2. Almost 32 years on this fucking planet. It's crazy, man. Anyways, I know this is a week old. The other one's like 4 days old. It's a little bit more recent, the Xbox Studios. And I did say I'm going to start doing a lot more, pop culture, celebrity culture coverage. And that's from Inform Overload. I might get some of their news on them, but I might change it to the shout out to this guy. I don't know if he's real big or not. It might be a big giant media. It's 1.5 million subs. Named Think Media. How to change my YouTube username? I'm either gonna change it to like I have a BitChute Brady on Rumble, MannyTendoWolverine show, or just Manny Wolverine. And Nintendo Lurker Freak. I've been thinking about that. So if I'm not Nintendo Sony Free 2011 anymore, it doesn't mean I'm not covering Nintendo Sony news anymore. I'll still cover them. Probably just a lot less often, like how I do with anime. Anyways, let's get this started. This comes from Niche Gamer, which I haven't read from Niche Gamer in like the longest time. So it says Top Hat Studios. Right here. Studios categorically refuses to censor Cyberpunk Ghost game. Okay. Just spreading death threats. Top Hat Studio category Cyberpunk Ghost game after false information in the game and giving death threats to developers. I meant to do this in 2 parts. Apologize in advance, my friend. As I was saying before, my friends, there says a recent gambling news reported out of Nintendo's upcoming Switch release dates and comments have both released at the website and Twitter has some other use of objective games in their busy main character. Before anyone asks, the reason I had to pause the video. Luckily, I know I said I was going to eat a lot less of it, but I had to eat the Little Caesars pizza. That shit is the freaking jam. Absolute bee's knees. Absolute perfection to the T. One of the best, cheapest pizza of all time. I know a lot of people don't like it. They rather choose Domino's pizza or any of these other big ass things like Papa John's. I don't give a shit. Straight up 100% double bacon crust pizza for freaking Little Caesars. I'm not even sponsored by any of them. I just genuinely like the freaking pizza from Little Caesars. But anyways, let's continue on. As I was saying. Okay, as we note that our review games and dystopian cyberpunk future settling features on the themes of heavy body modification, the world features strippers hyper-sensualized activity by body enhancements and red light district regulars. Such as many of the game's female characters are over-sensualized. I can't say that SEX word because fucking YouTube is. I'm not even get paid for this. Anyways, let's continue. This further emphasizes the world's dystopian settings as morals and deteriorated, while also providing a little bit more fan service. Our reviews note that Mylin's boob physics, that her breasts do not stop bouncing up and down as if they're balls of jelly strapped to her chest. I guess that's what the developer said. Thank God they're stepping up to these Twitter SJW fricks. Bunch of ass clowns over there, swear to God. And let's move on. Some of these may be distracting while selling a point for others and may still become distracting in an entirely different way. Players can also unlock the alluring outfits of solving puzzles in unique ways, such as older Japanese horror games. And this is a very long-ass article. The sausage roll one's going to be a lot more bigger. Don't pun intended. Anyways, some have seemingly been injected with the reports claiming that they call them the gaming this piranhas graphic. I can't say the whole word for that, which sucks. Even more bizarre claims saying that the content is illegal and encourages violence. Freaking these Twitter puritans, man. Cancerous, toxic mother effers on the planet. I swear to freaking Christ. Assholes. Anyways, the game features several gory scenes and gruesome deaths from Mylene, however you say that. Suffice to say that these are not portrayed as something desirable or praiseworthy. Others have objected at the common feeling that their parts of censorship are a few demanding changes for everyone based on their personal objections. Finally, publisher Top Hat Studio issued a statement, on Twitter alongside with the stating that some had threatened to review bomb the game. Oh wow, of course they review bombed the hell out of it, I'm not surprised. Top Hat Studios have also stated that both implement threats to harass and distributors and even death threats. Oh wow, that's a shame they give them a death threat. That sucks ass. Typical internet culture from 2000s, early mid-2010s. Not surprised. And that still goes on even in 2021. I'm not surprised. So it also goes on to say that as it's sent to them. All right, here we go. Top Hat Studios has stated that they will categorically refuse to censor the game. Thank God. You know what? Standing fucking innovations, these fools, man. They are freaking badasses. Shout out to you, Top Hat Studios. You got the balls, the steel cojones, to step up to these Twitter puritan pieces of SJW shit, head cocksucker, frick mother effers, to saying, oh, we don't give a shit what. You can dress them all slutty and sexy as much as you want. It doesn't matter. I'm glad they're finally stepping up to the balls. One of these, this is an indie studio company. This ain't a AAA thing from like EA or Activision or Blizzard or any of these Microsoft or any of these places or big time Nintendo. It's going to be for the Switch too. I'm glad Nintendo Switch isn't censoring either. That's some good shit. And this is a long statement that they say. Full statement below. All right, we're getting to the end. Thank God. Let me see how many minutes I even have. Oh, 8 minutes. I have 14 more minutes left, and that's it. So it also goes on to say, this is them coming from this indie developer's very brave, courageous ass fucking mouth. That's good too. I give mad respect for these guys. Top Hat Studios do not ever change. So it says, with the recent news review of Sense, the Cyberpunk Ghost Story coming to Nintendo Switch, we are aware of a large amount of messages and demands aimed towards the game's console platforms are released on both the lies and claims that it is explicitly pornographic and somehow encourages violence and most ridiculously somehow breaks the law, which is bullcrap. I called mierda shit on that immediately. There's no way in hell that breaks the law. It's a lie. Let's move on. Furthermore, voices have attempted to advocate making sales of the game untenable. I don't even know what untenable means. I gotta go on DuckDuckGo for that instead of Google. For the demanding harsh censorship aimed towards the developer's art styles, with the threats of review bombing the game and or harass its distributors. Also distributionists, never mind. Let's move on. In addition, we have received new death threats for one they feel threatened. It essentially boils down to the aesthetics decision on how the pixels are arranged on the screen. While disappointing of all these behaviors, we are certainly not surprised. Let us clear this out of the way before. Okay. Clear this out of the way. We will not censor the game because of self-centered crowds who solely care about grandstanding. I haven't heard grandstanding in a long time. I forgot what that meant. Let's move on. We categorically are absolutely refuse to restrict creative expressions. Good job. Good effing job. Creators should be allowed the freedom to express themselves, particularly when it is expression of subcultures they have been immersed into. As a cyberpunk game, sense of the imagery and themes relating to the future hyper-commercialized, over-commodified imagery as part of its cyberpunk theme and inspirational, this is a reflection of all character designs. With that said, we're experts, I guess that's what it means. That this is a loss of the attacking developers and being harmful and somehow inflicting voices of pain, violence of pain. Those who believe that the words are images are violent should perhaps stop spurtfuling their own hatred. false rhetoric, and also cease condoning death threats and those who disagree with. Yeah, exactly. Good freaking point, man. Good freaking point, Top Hat Studios. We reject any of the aforementioned, hopefully I'm saying that right, aforementioned brazen characterizations of the game and would like to reiterate our principles against tampering with the creator's expression. We would also like to reiterate that this game is rated for ESRB M17 and PEGI 18. That's the one in the UK and Australia, and I think Europe too. Asia, I don't know. This is not an AO game, adults only game, and has not breaking any laws have not been broken. As social media commentators have ridiculously claimed based on the bias that the game's rating reflects the target audiences, and yet has the facts is lost on those who have been led by to blindly crusade against the false perceptions. Once again, Sense of Cyberpunk Ghost Story is rated ESRB M17 and PEGI 18. Plus, the games will release as planned and without censorship on January 7th, which, wow, it's tomorrow by the time you guys are watching us, for Nintendo Switch. I might actually pick this shit up, even if it's a JRPG visual novel. I'll try it out. Hell yeah. It is then can be pre-ordered and preloaded and announced in Nintendo eShop. The game has passed QA and other platforms, and release dates will be being decided. The game will not be censored. We categorically refuse. Hell freaking yes. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Shout out to the person that made us. Got a credit card is due there. Ryan Pearsons. That's good. I'm super happy with this. I'm glad they're stepping up to the plate. And I'm going to let these people on Twitter and any of these freaking SJWs and journos out there try to say, you can't put this because it's over-sanctioning the people. We're snowflakes. We get triggered over super pretty, beautiful, lustful girls. I don't really give a shit, man. When I was in middle school and high school, I used to frap out to so much of this porn. It's ridiculous, bro. Especially a lot of furry porn. Don't even get me started on that. I used to love doing that a lot. And there's a little bit of me that still does like that to a certain extent. I'm not super mega perverted like I was back in the day, like 14 years ago. I'm a little bit less compared to now because, I'm a grown-ass adult in my 30s. I don't do that shit no more. But back then, I used to love the art, the sensual style, all the freaking badass traits that they had, and the comic dubs were really, really cool. So let's get on to the second bit of news here. Hopefully, I'm able to read some of this for you. I'm only going to be able to read half, unfortunately. Microsoft trademarked XS on January 1st, leading gamers to believe that they are already out. This comes from Arena Rose, so I've got to give credit to them. Sausage Roll. I never really read from her that much, only read her 2 times. Okay. Eagle Eye Effects fans, I'm probably not going to be able to do an outro, so if you guys want to see you later, I'll see you later. I have noticed Microsoft has failed to register a new trademark after Christmas. A new trademark was in effect January 1st. Wow. That was a few days ago. And adopters are concerned that Microsoft is about to release smaller and more powerful versions of their consoles. The tradition for the Xbox X Series S was registered on December 29, 2 days before New Year's Day. I didn't know about this. I was taking my 2-week vacation off of YouTube, so I had no idea this was a thing. The trademark was actually for their released consoles. It was very strange that Microsoft would file registration for 2 months after it launched. Still, there's no sign. We doubt there's no sign of a company is about to be pushed over a new console. Microsoft is just rebranding. The Xbox marketing team really shit the bed with their new console games. On top of that, the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, Xbox One X, all the Xbox letter boys, have had the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series X is about an absolute mess, especially for consumers who are not really well in the know. Of course they're not in the know. And that's the thing there. It's the official one. This isn't even a beta. This is legit. From the freaking billionaire Microsoft team themselves. Activision made it especially compliant for the Call of Duty Black Ops separately for the Xbox One. Oh, wow. And the smart delivery. I didn't know that. Smart delivery means that the game console covers both versions of Gen Digital Smart Delivery and Update to acquire full advantages of the Xbox. Wow. I must have been sleeping on a rock for the past 2 weeks because I was gone off all these Instagram and Twitter places. Overall thoughts and opinions on that? Yeah, it's Microsoft being Microsoft. They're being hush-hush about everything. Phil Spencer and the other guys over there, they got to, keep this shit in the top lid, man. Or this shit's going to get leaked all over Instagram, Twitter, all these other freaking platforms. A bunch of big-time YouTubers and people like I've seen a bunch like Cartilage, aka According, Spawn Wave. A bunch of other fools out there. They probably covered this immediately. Omni, few people I've seen on YouTube occasionally. Even Scott the Woz might have talked about this. I don't know. All I gotta say for now, I'm out of here. The trademark looks alright. It's decent. I just hope the Xbox Series X and S Hope do get a shot. That's all guys have right now. I'm out of here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and fangirls, and talkers and mothers. I'll see you when I see you guys. Have a night where the news out there. Stay tuned more for video game industry news, and mountain news, internet news, and that's it. Peace out, my sauerkraut, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the